Let's take a look at some of the options we have with our preview window. Notice when I click to move my cursor line within my video, the preview window reflects where it is at any given time in the project. There are several options to choose from in the preview window. The first icon in the toolbar within the preview window shows your project video properties, which you can change at any time. Your audio properties, your ruler, your summary, your resolution options, the next option allows you to preview on an external monitor. Some video editors prefer the full screen view while they're working. If you have the luxury of having an external monitor, it's a wonderful feature. Next is your video output effects. You can select a variety of effects to add to your project. We'll talk a little bit more about plugins later. Next, your preview quality. Notice there's a drop-down arrow at the end of that button. You can decide whether you want to view it in draft mode, preview mode, going all the way to the best mode, which will give you your best quality view. Now, if we click on the drop-down arrow again and go down to best, notice that you have a variety of options here of how to see your screen. We've chosen auto, which will choose to put the frame in a way that you can see it all at once. What happens if we select full? We see the full scale of our video, but because we're limited by the space that we've given our preview window, we actually only see part of it. Now, if we wanted to, we can click and drag, as we discussed in the beginning of the video, and make the other areas smaller so that this could be seen in a larger size. If we go back down and select half, you'll notice it is now half size, in which case we really don't need as much space. So you'll have to decide, depending on the number of channels that you're working with in your program, which one of these features is going to work best for you while you're editing. Next, we have the overlays option. Notice once again there is a drop-down menu. You get to select the type of overlays and grids that you would like to choose from. Notice now that our project is covered in a grid. We make it a little larger. If we want to target a specific section, it's now easier because we have that frame of reference of the grid. Notice you can also choose to change colors. Changing the appearance of your output. So if we want to view our safe areas, which is considered inside a certain frame, we now have that frame of reference. If we want to remove it, we simply click on the grid button again. Next, we have the ability to copy a snapshot of our current view onto our Windows clipboard. By doing so, we make this available as an image to be used elsewhere. So for example, now that I've copied this image, if I were to go ahead and minimize Sony Vegas, open up another program, like say Microsoft Paint, I could paste my image right here, where it can be saved as a JPEG or other still graphic format to be used in other types of projects. And notice the last icon in this particular toolbar allows you to save this snapshot to a file. So rather than go and open a separate graphic program, if we just want to save it to be used later as, say, a JPEG or a PNG, we simply give it a name, tell it where we would like it saved, and we're done. So these are some of the main features of your preview window.